Like, I used to feel like being a rapper was like unreal until I started seeing people like my age really started to do it, like Chief Keef, Kodak, Youngboy. Like, them boys really like young doing their thing, you feel me? So I was like, shit, I could do this shit too. So
Before rappers like Lil Baby, Gunna, and Polo G rose to fame, there was a time when two young artists dominated the scene, holding their own against legends like Drake and Future. In the early 2010s, record labels largely overlooked hip-hop as a major commercial force, prioritizing the search for the next big pop star instead. Despite this, Kodak Black and NBA Youngboy defied the odds, carving out their own paths and leaving an undeniable mark on the industry. Born in Pompano Beach, Florida, Kodak Black grew up in one of the roughest neighborhoods in the state. He started rapping at a young age, influenced by legends like Lil Boosie and Lil Wayne. His breakout moment came in 2014 with his first mixtape, Project Baby, but it was his 2015 song, Skirt, that caught the attention of Drake, who posted a video vibing to the track. This viral moment gave Kodak major exposure, and soon after, a song that he recorded at 16, No Flockin', became a cultural phenomenon. As Kodak's buzz grew, Atlantic Records signed him, leading to the release of his debut album, Painting Pictures, in 2017, featuring the hit Tunnel Vision. Despite multiple legal troubles throughout his career, Kodak remained a dominant force in hip-hop, blending melodic flows with gritty street narratives that resonated deeply with his fans. Raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, an area notorious for violence and poverty, NBA Youngboy started making music as a teenager, inspired by rappers like Kevin Gates and Lil Boosie. His relentless work ethic led to the release of multiple mixtapes, but it was 38 Baby, released in 2016, that truly put him on the map. Youngboy's rise was fueled by his deep, emotional storytelling about street life, pain, and survival. His fan base grew rapidly, particularly on YouTube, where his visuals consistently racked up millions of views without major label promotion. Songs like Untouchable, No Smoke, and Outside Today helped him transition from a buzzing street rapper to a mainstream success. By the time he signed with Atlantic Records in 2017, he had already built an empire of loyal fans who connected with his raw, unfiltered lyrics. What stands out to me most is that both artists were signed to Atlantic Records, one of the frontline labels. Atlantic Records at the time was dominating the pop scene with artists like Bruno Mars and Ed Sheeran. Unlike subsidiary labels such as Cash Money, Quality Control, and Dreamville, which were actively investing in street rappers, Atlantic wasn't prioritizing that lane. So what made NBA Youngboy and Kodak Black different? Both rappers revived the raw, street-oriented sound of Southern hip-hop and made it commercially viable. They didn't just succeed, they set trends. Kodak Black's flow and style are evident in countless modern rappers today. His unique delivery, characterized by an unpolished, conversational tone, offbeat cadences, and a melodic street style, has shaped the sound of modern rap. His ability to mix gritty, authentic lyrics with catchy, repetitive phrases helped pave the way for artists like 42 Dugg, Lil Baby, and Jackboy. Kodak played a key role in popularizing Florida's street rap sound, establishing a blueprint for blending rapping with singing that continues to influence today's music. Kodak's influence extended beyond male rappers, as Cardi B's breakout song, Baltic Yellow, was a sample of Kodak's No Flocking. Kodak also originated Drive the Boat, a phrase Megan Thee Stallion used in her first top 15 hit on Billboard, Hot Girl Summer.
It's one of the newest exclusive hotels.
Let me drive the boat.
Kodak Black also shared a DM he received from Nicki Minaj, showing interest in working with him. Beyond music, Kodak's impact extends to fashion. While he wasn't the first to rock gold teeth and grills, he undeniably played a major role in bringing them back into the mainstream. His permanent gold teeth became a signature look, adding a distinctive Florida-style twist to the trend. This look, paired with his iconic Lee pose, resonated with fans around the world, inspiring many to follow suit and rock their own grills. Kodak's influence was pivotal in reviving this trend for a new generation. Kodak Black's hair also became a defining aspect of his image. His signature dreadlocks became iconic, especially within the Florida rap scene. His hair, like his music, reflected his authentic, street-inspired persona and became just as recognizable as his sound. Kodak's style choices further cemented his status as a fashion icon. Known for combining luxury brands with streetwear, Kodak created a distinctive and authentic look that spoke to both his gritty roots and his rise to fame. His fashion, alongside his music and image, helped define a generation of street rappers. Finally, Kodak's formation of Sniper Gang is another testament to his influence. The collective, which includes artists like Youngboy, has had a significant impact on both Kodak's personal brand and the Florida rap scene. With its emphasis on loyalty, street credibility, and authenticity, Sniper Gang has cultivated a global fan base, influencing a new generation of artists and listeners who identify with the raw, unapologetic appeal of Kodak's music and image. Shortly after Kodak's big break, NBA Youngboy would take the stage. NBA Youngboy's flow and style have had a profound impact on modern rap as well, with his emotional delivery and unfiltered lyrics resonating deeply with listeners. Youngboy's ability to blend hard-hitting street narratives with melodic pain music has influenced a new wave of artists, particularly those like Gunna, Rod Wave, and Fredo Bang, who have adopted the emotionally charged style that Youngboy popularized. His tracks, often filled with themes of struggle, survival, and loss, have become anthems for those seeking comfort in the face of misfortune. NBA Youngboy helped create a unique space where vulnerability and street credibility coexisted, and his influence can be felt in the music of many present-day artists who combine melody with pain. Beyond his music, NBA Youngboy's influence extends to his fashion. Youngboy's embrace of skinny jeans, oversized t-shirts, and streetwear became a defining look for many of his fans and followers. While he didn't start the skinny jeans trend, his influence in the rap world helped popularize it, as his fashion choices mirrored the youthful, rebellious energy of his music. Youngboy's style became an extension of his persona, edgy, raw, and reflective of the street culture he raps about. His fashion, like his music, captured the essence of his generation's desire for individuality while staying connected to the streets. NBA Youngboy's impact also extends to digital platforms, particularly YouTube, where he became one of the most successful independent artists. His ability to build a massive following without major label backing has inspired a whole generation of independent artists to follow suit. Youngboy's constant release of content and his YouTube dominance set a new blueprint for how to navigate the music industry without relying on traditional channels. His success on the platform demonstrated the power of direct-to-fan engagement, inspiring countless young artists to focus on building their online presence and cultivating their fan bases independently. Youngboy also made waves with his 4KT collective, a crew that has been essential to his identity and his rise in the industry. 4KT, representing his personal brand and loyalty to his roots, has influenced not only his music, but also his culture. The group's focus on loyalty and authenticity has resonated with a younger generation, further solidifying Youngboy as a leader and an example of success rooted in the streets. Just like Kodak's Sniper Gang, 4KT has become an important part of Youngboy's image, drawing fans who identify with the values and messages Youngboy stands for. Lastly, NBA Youngboy's impact on the melodic pain genre has shifted the trajectory of modern rap. His sound, which blends street elements with vulnerable, melodic delivery, has paved the way for artists like Rod Wave, Quando Rondo, and others to explore their emotional struggles while staying true to their street roots. This combination of melody and raw emotion has allowed a new wave of artists to carve out a space in the mainstream rap world, creating a lane that speaks to fans who are both seeking fantasy and a sense of shared experience in their pain. Kodak Black and NBA Youngboy weren't just dominating the streets, they were dominating the internet. Their fan bases were some of the most passionate in hip-hop, treating them like living legends before they even reached their full potential. Kodak, with his raw Florida sound, built a cult-like following that resonated deeply with fans who saw him as a real street poet. His charisma, distinct voice, and carefree personality made him impossible to ignore. Fans flooded social media with Kodak quotes, memes, and his signature Glee pose. The Sniper Gang movement wasn't just about music, it became a lifestyle. On the other side, NBA Youngboy's fan base was unstoppable. His consistency, deep storytelling, and unmatched YouTube presence made him one of the most streamed artists in the world. Youngboy fans were everywhere, pushing his music without the need for major label marketing. His numbers were undeniable, millions of views in hours, entire timelines flooded with Youngboy lyrics, and an almost obsessive loyalty that set him apart. His 4KT movement became more than just music, it was a culture. At their peak, it felt like Sniper Gang versus 4KT was a real battle. There was no in between, You had to choose a side. Fans debated who was better, who had more influence, and who ran the streets. It wasn't just friendly competition, it was real tension, fueled by both artists' aggressive and competitive mindsets. What made the competition even more interesting was that Kodak Black and NBA Youngboy were actually cool at one point. They respected each other's grind, and Youngboy even showed love during Kodak's legal troubles. In his song Genie, Youngboy showed love to Kodak, proving that there was genuine support between them. They even collaborated on tracks like Water and Chosen One. Despite Youngboy's reluctance to work with many artists or form industry friendships, their chemistry was undeniable. Fans loved seeing two of the hottest young rappers working together, and at one point, it felt like they could be the next duo to take over hip-hop. But as their success grew, so did the rivalry. The competition between their fan bases spilled over into their real lives, and tension started rising. Kodak, who was known for being outspoken, made comments about Youngboy that sparked drama. At the same time, Youngboy's relentless work ethic and dominance on YouTube made it hard for anyone, even Kodak, to ignore the comparisons. Then, in 2020, things officially turned sour. Kodak, while locked up, called Youngboy a snitch on Instagram, claiming he cooperated with police in a situation involving his baby mama. Youngboy fired back, calling Kodak a hater and saying he was stuck in jail watching what another man was doing. From there, things got personal. Kodak dropped Righteous Reapers, sending shots at Youngboy, while Youngboy responded with a series of aggressive social media posts, making it clear there was no love left between them. The once powerful duo had become full-fledged rivals, and their fan bases only made things worse. It wasn't just about the music anymore, it was about pride, loyalty, and proving who really ran the streets. One of the biggest questions fans still ask is whether the competitive nature of their careers ultimately led to their beef. Both artists were young, successful, and came up at the same time. When you have two dominant forces rising together, comparisons are inevitable. Fans fueled the rivalry, debating stats, influence, and who was truly carrying the torch for street rap. While friendly competition can push artists to be great, in this case, it seemed to add fuel to an already tense relationship. Kodak and Youngboy are both known for their pride and strong personalities. Neither wanted to be seen as less than the other, and in an industry where respect is everything, it's easy to see how small tensions could turn into a full-blown war. The rivalry between Kodak Black and NBA Youngboy is one of the most fascinating in modern hip-hop. It's a story of talent, competition, and the power of fan bases. My favorite thing about the beef is that it was kept in the music and didn't become deadly like modern-day rap rivalries. In 2023, Kodak made a comment stating that Top asked him to bring him some coconut rice and jerk chicken, leading fans to believe that the two had put their differences to the side. Whether or not they'll ever reconcile is unknown, but one thing is certain, Sniper Gang and 4KT will forever be remembered as two of the most influential movements in rap history. Nearly a decade after their rise, Kodak Black and NBA Youngboy remain two of the biggest names in hip-hop, proving their talent and longevity. Despite facing numerous legal battles over the years, both artists have managed to keep their careers alive. NBA Youngboy is currently on a hiatus from rap, following his prison sentence, stepping away from the spotlight after years of relentless output. Meanwhile, Kodak Black continues to release music, but is publicly struggling with addiction, a battle that has affected both his personal life and career. While their paths have taken different turns, Kodak Black and NBA Youngboy journeys from the trenches to the top of hip-hop weren't just about music. They were about survival, influence, and defying the odds. They entered the game as young, hungry artists, and in a rap world that often chews new artists up and spits them out, they proved their staying power. At their peak, they weren't just two rappers on the rise, they were a movement. Their friendship, brief but impactful, had the streets and the internet watching. Youngboy shouting "Free Kodak" symbolized a brotherhood fans believed would last forever. But as their fame grew, so did the rivalry between their fan bases. 4KT versus Sniper Gang became more than just a battle over music. It was a cultural divide. Whether the outside pressure fueled their fallout or if deeper issues were at play, one thing is clear: their legacies are forever intertwined. Even now, after all the legal battles, industry shifts, and personal struggles, Kodak and Youngboy remain two of the most influential rappers of their generation. Their sounds, their styles, and their impact can be heard in a new wave of artists. The real question now is, what's next? Can we ever see them reunite? Or will the competition between them only continue to grow? Will they get their flowers before it's too late? One thing's for sure, their stories are far from over.